Okay, cool. So let me squelch that. That's my phone ringtone. Okay, so I see a couple of you are on the table. Some of you don't know how to get on the table, so I will take care of that. Urash, Michael, and Snowchar are on the table.
Oh, I didn't know I was able to join now.
Yeah, I moved a couple of you into the voice chat without you even knowing I did it. So let's see. We got one guy on the way, a new guy. Everyone else here already has. Yeah, you guys are all four. You already have the table alias. Okay, cool.
Connecting right now.
Here we go.
We got the new person. Hey, Canby, what's up?
How's it going?
Good. So let me give you. I'll direct text you the Fantasy Grounds. Whatchamacallit, the table address.
Welcome, welcome.
Uh-oh, he just got out of the room somehow. Let me get him back in here.
We got a runner.
We got a runner.
Is Shag is that character that you created like a couple days ago?
On the stream? Yeah.
Yeah, on the stream. He's like a furbolg or something.
Bolg, yes.
Awesome! I can't wait to see how that character plays out.
I need more spells, correct? 3 druid spells. Oh.
I'm just waiting on a password or a host name.
Oh yeah, you disappeared out of the channel, so
sorry about that. Was trying to balance between my microphone and computer.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I will send you the 1 second.
So once I choose 3 of the spells, what do I do?
So there's the table alias. Once you choose 3 spells, what do you do? Which character are we talking about here? Shag?
Yep.
That's it. You ticked them off, right? So you're good. And then you can down at the bottom of your actions tab where it says preparation mode, you can change it to combat. Oh. And it'll just have there you go. Now you're all kind of not busy. And then once you tick off your 2 first slots, once you use 2 once you use 2 spells and tick off your spell slots, all your first level spells will disappear off your sheet. So it kind of is like you don't have these anymore type of a thing until you get them back. Okay, and I'm going to add one more person to the list.
I'll be right back.
Okay, we have 5. Okay, so can be. Normally what we do is for the first hour we build characters, and then for the rest of the session we actually play the game. So everybody that's here except you, I don't want you to feel any pressure because you can absolutely build a character if you want to. But everyone, it's first level. So this is basically, did you read the rules already, or you just jumped in the stream and you're like, yeah, I'll do it. You don't know anything.
Pretty much that. I've seen you play probably twice, but I haven't been too privy on the rules. Although I'm pretty good at Fantasy Grounds because I DM for about 3 groups using the software. So.
Okay. Do you know about Salvage encounters and what this specifically is?
Not in the least.
Okay, so you'll eventually have to go read that. It's in the Discord chat how to read it, and you don't have to do it now. But just a quick rundown is that it's a living world, and it's ongoing like forever. So you can come and play as often as you want, or you can play one encounter and leave and come back, 2 years later or whatever. It's a kind of an experiment, and we've actually only had one session. So some of the players that are here today were in that session, and but it's kind of just a thing that always exists that you can come to and leave whenever you want, and you'll understand more as we go along. But you'll also have to read the rules so that you understand how it all works.
Does the 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 stat rule work?
It absolutely does. So if you want to build a character, you can, or your option to, again, don't feel that just because there's other players here, because everybody knows the rules, the first hours for character building. But if you don't want to build a character and everybody else here already has one, you can take a pre-gen and we can start playing the actual game. So I'll leave it up to you which one you want to do.
Okay, well, if I can just build a standard character, I'll do it very quickly.
Okay, then go right ahead. And if you need help or anything, and you have everything available. I have Volos, I have the Sword Coast Adventures, I have everything. So you can open the library and you can build any character you want.
Is there anything that's missing in the group?
Let's see. I will tell you what we have. We have a ranger, a fighter, a druid, and a barbarian.
Yep, that's true.
Sounds good.
It was a good group last week, too. Wonder what kind of character he'll build. Barbarian, druid, fighter, ranger,
Standard
maybe a
races.
magic user? Let me try turning my volume up then. Better? Is it better? What do you think? Is it better? Okay, let's try full then. How about now? Okay, That's good then. Thanks. All right, let's see. Kind of fun that I can't see what's going on. I'm going to let Jade play again this week. Ranger, she did good last week. Rolled well.
Does anybody here use
good point, Brent.
Google Sheets
Thanks.
or Google Docs or any of that ever?
Yeah, I use Google Docs.
Have you ever noticed that when you open a file, it takes a long time to load it? Does that happen to you?
Especially if a lot of people have been editing it.
I learned a trick that if you open any of those Google function things in an incognito window, it opens right away. But I don't know why that is. Because I keep track of I make a list of all the characters and your guys' Discord names and like the date you joined and this and that. And every time I go into that file, it's freaking takes like 5 minutes to load it. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a vote in the chat one, and I'm assuming all of you will tick it except for Canby, and then when you're done, Canby, you tick it, and then I'll know everybody's ready. And you don't have to be in a hurry at all, because I'm doing stuff back here anyway.
Sounds good.
Let's see, other people are using green dice. Let's see if we can change our color a bit. Yeah, a little bluer. I like it. All right. What do you think that character is?
Ooh, how do you change your self colors?
Is it me or is the font in this actually larger than normal?
The font is larger, and isn't it awesome?
It's pretty good.
I have, as a DM, I scale my screen to 80 instead of 100, and so I can get more on the screen. And Gwydion, another guy that's you'll see him on my Discord list. He's one of the mods. He also broadcasts, and he basically took one of the people from the Fantasy Grounds Forum extension that did fonts and made it better. So they're very clear, they're very readable, and when you scale your UI down to a smaller size, you can imagine as a DM, I'm reading all kinds of crap back here all the time, and it looks really nice and clean.
I think I only noticed that it's larger there in the chat window. Wonder if he... Oh, I wonder if I can make mine a different dimension, too. Let's try this. Scale. UI. 75.
While Candy is finishing up his character, would someone who was here last time, which would be either Jade, Urash, or Rogar, like to give a recap of what happened on the last Salvage encounters? After a few more seconds, if no one steps forward to volunteer, I'll do it myself.
So we went down to the docks to investigate some rat issues, and were attacked by a bunch of rats that were swimming around. A good time was had by all. And salvage encounters is there's a lot of debris and junk around, and I think there's going to be some further storyline, putting things together and figuring things out.
Yes. Okay.
Feel free to add detail, Rob.
Yeah, I will, and I'm going to change something on my... Okay, everyone can make... I still haven't got everybody's voices down. Who just gave me that recap?
That was Urash.
Yeah, Urash. Okay. Everyone can, before we start, make sure that you have inspiration checked at the top of your sheet. And Urash, for giving the recap, you can check both slots. I have just made up a new rule that I'm adding inspiration. You'll be able to get 2. So Shag, make sure and check your inspiration circle at the top of your character sheet. And as a reminder to any new people, inspiration, you get 1 at the beginning of every session that you play. It's use it or lose it. So you can't stack them unless I stack them for you, like in the case of Urash. Say it again. Say your name, Urash. Let me get it right for the final time.
I like it either way.
Okay. Urash. Oh man, you just made it easy for me. I hear it with a U. I hear it with a Y sound in front of it. So yeah, I don't know how to do it.
It's Urash. Yes.
Urash. Okay, so Richard Toskable. Put that in the name slot.
Richard Tossable. Ooh, I like to toss.
Toskable. Oh. But I understand.
Ruining the fun. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Richard Toskable. That'll be great. We have a regular player, or I do have a regular player whose real life name is Richard. So when the 2 of you are on the table and I say, Richard, it's your turn, that's going to cause all kinds of crazy. It's going to be
just
that ought to be
at that point.
That ought to be
that's
fun.
what I might do.
You with a face. You're next.
Yeah, you with the face. All right. doesn't look like anybody else in chat wanted in, so I think when you're ready, we can actually start. Oh my god, I hope I have enough material. I think
Just
I do.
picking spells.
Okay, cool.
You got to put them on the party sheet.
Oh, right, thank you.
And combat.
Yep, both of those things are true.
Do I need to put him on the combat tracker? Or is there going to be combat?
Is there need?
We surely hope so.
Or else this will be very quick or very quiet.
Quick and quiet. So yes, Urash's recap was pretty much there. The party met the mayor, whose name was Barack Longshanks, I believe, and he was the one that sent you to retrieve stolen goods from the docks. And so you went to the docks and you met Donar Aldar, who told you of his colleague Chick that had stolen the idol from the cult of the Bat Eaters, and they were across the river. And he joined the party for the battle, but then disappeared at the end of the fray. He just walked off, and nobody saw where he went. But the party did find and return Madimer the thief to the mayor, and the party was rewarded on behalf of the high priestess of the land, whose name is Philistine. And so today, you guys went back. You had a short rest. Those of you that were there. Those of you who are new joined the party at the tavern. The tavern is called the Dark Unicorn. By the way, all of the names, the name of the tavern, the inn, the smithy, the mayor, everybody pretty much was all named by the players in the game. So the tavern that you're located in, the Dark Unicorn, is in the city of Farville, population 3335. And the smithy is there. That's the Odin Smithy. There's an inn, the O-Man Inn. And there's a tavern that you're in. And there is a magic shop that is located in the city as well. And you guys have a choice of a few different things that you can do at this point. You can talk to the tavern owner. You can talk to the inn owner. You can talk to the smithy. You can check out the magic shop. And you can listen for rumors. So any of those that you guys want to do, just decide amongst yourselves what you guys think you want to do and let me know.
I'm game for any of it, guys.
I think we should introduce ourselves. The new ones that are.
Oh yeah, good call. My bad. So yeah, starting with Jade at the left on the top of the screen, go across and just tell the party. Some of you know each other, some of you don't. So let everybody know who you are, your character. A couple sentences.
Cool. You can call me Jade. I am a ranger, and I'm also probably a perfect crazy cat lady description.
Okay. Shag, go ahead.
Hello, I am Shag. I am a furbolg or verbolg. I'm not sure what you call our people. I am from a forest to the east. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. I'm sort of a druidic sort of expertise in that sense. And that's pretty much it. I've just decided to hang about and see what you interesting people are up to. Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. Rogar?
I am Rogar. I am a silver dragonborn, born of a noble birth, and here to destroy evil wherever I could find it.
Respectable.
Evil, destroyed. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Urash, I'm a half-orc barbarian that carries a great axe that I've named Birdman, and I like to use it. I like to jump into the fray quickly, so if you want to talk, let me know before I jump.
Okay.
I'll keep that in mind.
And Richard, whenever you're ready.
Most call me Richard. Like Rogar, I am of noble birth, but at the moment I have been sent on a task from my family, and I fear I will not be able to rejoin them for quite a time.
Cheery.
Very cheery. Okay, so you guys can talk amongst yourselves. I got to do something real quick in the background here, and so you guys can just have a discussion about what the characters would like to do.
I don't understand you noble folk.
I was thinking we could start with listening for rumors that might give us some hints on where to
Noble folk.
start.
Yes, the world does revolve around me.
I agree with Urash also. Rumors are the funnest thing. Mushrooms also spread rumors. They're the best.
You and the mushrooms.
But they hear everything and they see everything.
And they grow everywhere.
They
Can't
do.
get away from them, even in the house.
Even the moss. They are always on the north side, and I can never discern why. They just like the north.
Perhaps the sun was shining on it.
Maybe, possibly. But the rumors, I enjoy a good rumor, some gossip. So I believe that is what we shall do.
We're starting a rumor?
You guys
Or
want to
listening
start
to
a rumor? Okay. It sounds like that's at least a few people want to do that. So, in the tavern, you guys happen to overhear a couple of rumors. One of them is there is a cult of bat eaters across the river, and some of you already had heard about this before. They're believed to be neutral to all who do not oppose them. And another rumor that you hear is that Chick, the colleague of Donar Alden, who the previous adventurers met at the docks, is still missing, possibly in the city. An idol belonging to the Bat Eater cult from across the river is missing and believed to have been stolen by Chick. And it turns out I spelled belonging wrong. Let's just fix that. Let's see. Those are the really only the couple rumors you hear at this time. The reason there are only 2 rumors is the DM has not had enough time to build more things about more rumors. But you know that, and you still have the opportunity to talk to any of those various people I mentioned before, go to their different establishments and see what they might have to say as well.
What were the other people, establishments and stuff that we could go to?
So there's an inn, there is a tavern, there's a smithy, and one other.
And Smithy Inn, Magic Shop, Tavern. You're in the tavern. And by the way, what is the Jade? What is the proprietor's name of this tavern?
Morgan Strong Brew.
Awesome. So you can also talk to the proprietor of the tavern of the Dark Unicorn, Morgan Strong Brew, as well. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different places to talk to people, as well as the rumors you heard. So I tried to do as much preparation between last session and this session to make stuff for you guys to do. Because this, by the way, for Richard, who I think today is the only new person, is that right?
Nope, me too.
Oh yeah, you didn't play last time. Okay, so this is all being created as we go. So I'm a little ahead of you guys in that I do have stuff for you to do, but the world is being created by the players that play in it.
So the goal is to run you out of content as quickly as possible.
Exactly. I'm hoping that never happens. I'm hoping I can stay ahead.
That's
but
I would like to go
I-
to the nearest mountain.
Yeah, see, then what we do is I say, okay, you can do that, and I send you out and have a random encounter that TPKs the entire group. That's what I do. No, I'm just kidding.
An honorable death, but not one a noble wants.
Right.
Rogar.
And by the way, I will also tell you guys for Shag and Richard, you can build up to 3 characters in this world. So if you ever want to play a different one that you can have up to 3. So basically what that allows you to do is as your main character, we'll say your main alt levels up, and more and more people join the game, and I have these dozens or possibly even hundreds of people in the game. Everybody starts a first level character 3 times, and then whatever the basic makeup of the group is at any given time in the future that you're playing, if everybody's got a higher level character, you can use your higher one. But if that day only new people show up, you can use your lowest character. And I'll kind of this is a huge experiment, so we just kind of mix and match how we go. But the opportunity to build at least 3 people is there if you want it.
What's the max number of PCs you'll let in a game?
In a session, no more than 6.
Alrighty.
But in the world, unlimited. And so when it starts to get more popular and more people show up, it'll basically be first come, first serve when the session starts. And patrons of mine, anybody that is a Patreon donator, will of course have priority seating. And I might do other things if it gets to be really crazy, which I don't imagine it will, but if it does, I'll have to come up with something like, if you, based on the number of times you've played, and if there's a new person, we'll calculate it and see if maybe you want to give somebody else a chance, or, I don't know. If you guys have ideas on how to do that, you can absolutely email me and let me know. Because I'd love to hear it. Okay, so, you got all your stuff ready, Richard, or are you still picking spells?
My spells are picked. I'm pretty much just taking care of background information, so I'm really good to go.
All right.
Okay, so you guys may continue with what it is you'd like to do.
I want to visit these bat eaters. Bats are
Jade,
such nice singers.
We
Jade
need to
has
figure
been
out where they're
And
at.
they eat them.
curious about them since we heard about them last week from Donner.
They eat perfect singers. Bats are
I'm curious
great.
what bats taste like.
Horrible person.
Somebody wants to join the cult of the Bat Eaters.
But bats are great singers. Have you not listened into the night? Always listen. Always listen.
I can never see the
So-
dang things.
Can we
You don't
ask
need to see them.
Morgan Strong Brew for details on how to get across the river, and maybe if he knows anything about the bad eaters?
That's a really good idea.
Okay, yeah. So, and by the way, guys, remember, if you can, when you talk to me about what you want to do me a favor, do me a solid as DM, and instead of saying I or we, use your character's name and speak about yourself in the third person, so I know who I'm talking to. Because with a multitude of players, I'm never going to memorize everybody's voice and stuff. So, so you would say to me, Rogar wants to speak to the owner of the thing, or whatever. Just try and talk to me like that, so it's easier for me. But yeah, you can talk to Morgan Strongbrew and ask him about how to get across to the cult of the Bat Eaters, and he tells you, "Oh, you must be adventurers. I'm so glad that you asked me that. I can tell you how to get down to the place where you can secure passage across the river. But I wondered if you and your group might do me a favor first. It seems that the local threat, the local mob, is coming here today to collect their protection fee. And I wondered if you might help me out with that."
Help you out with what?
Well, the mobsters are coming to the Dark Unicorn to collect their protection monies. They want 50 gold pieces. Should his name is Morty. Let me just change it.
Have you considered just paying them? It is protection money.
One moment.
They probably have wild bears. They are very, very aggressive. But they're very great.
Okay, guys, so let me get this out. Mobsters are coming to the Dark Unicorn to collect their protection monies, 50 gold pieces. Should Morgan not have the funds, which he does not, there will be reverse protection.
Oh.
So he asks, would you please assist him? These people should be on their way momentarily.
Are they not a reputable gang?
No, absolutely not. This is the local mob. And they're coming here, and basically if I don't have the money, they're going to beat me up and probably take all my shit.
Urash asks, how large a group is this?
When they come, it's usually just a couple guys, and I pay them and they leave, but I do not have the money. So I'm imagining if they show up and I don't have the money, there could be more.
So if there's 50 of them, we would be getting in the middle of something. That's something to consider. Even though only 2 will come this time, but we'll be banditized on the road maybe by this group if we attack.
Well, that depends.
Perhaps the folk can be reasoned with. I mean, I'd prefer not to spend my own coin for this patron, but
Perhaps we could get protection money from them.
From our own selves. I'm not a violent type.
So I'll put you guys where you are in the bar, and even if there is no encounter, you can place yourselves where you want to be, where you're having this discussion.
of course the barkeep didn't install any windows.
I know, it's such a great forest. And not able to see it.
You guys, I'm putting chat messages in there that should be for the DM only to see. You guys can't see those, can you?
Nope.
Okay, good.
So if we cross the local mob, we'll likely be here long enough that they'll disturb us. But if we don't help, the tavern will be a shambles then.
So is the ale they serve at this tavern quality?
Excellent question. Don't know that I've had any.
Perhaps if the patron would like
sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize again. You have to all understand this is a total experiment. So I'm using tools back here to calculate. I'm using, just to let you guys know what I'm doing, I'm using tools to calculate encounter difficulty. And I tested this before the game and it worked great. It is now not working for me, so I have to do it all in my head. And I'm just kind of freaking out that all this preparation I did is not really working out for me, so I'm a little disappointed. But if you asked me any questions in the last 2 minutes, I did not hear you because I was in my own head. So please repeat.
We want to try the ale to find out if the tavern is worth saving.
Okay, so the proprietor will afford your entire group a free ale in hopes that you decide to help him.
I drink it, I don't stop.
Okay.
bottoms up.
You guys all consider this to be at least better than average ale.
Well, this is better than average. I'd say this place is worth revisiting. Better be here to revisit, right?
Yeah.
And anybody who
I
drank
love that.
more than half their glass, roll a Constitution check in the tower, please. And if you didn't drink more than half your glass, then don't bother rolling. So it turns out that Shag is a little intoxicated, and everybody else is fine. So yes, you do agree that this is quite the good ale, at least good.
Shag, it looks like some people are going to come along, take that ale away from you.
I'd like to see them try.
Rogar, of being of lawful noble birth, would prefer to protect this barkeep from any harm.
Okay, do the rest of you think that's probably what you're going to do?
I'm guarding the door now.
Yep.
Okay,
Jade too.
and as it happens, two of these guys show up and come to the door, and unless you stop them, they'll just open the door and walk right past you.
I look for a sign from or Urash looks for a sign from the barkeep to indicate if these are the ones.
And he nods in the affirmative. And they start to proceed, and they kind of nod at you like, like, you know, the old greeting, the greeting nod you give as you pass people in the hall without saying something to them. That's the that's the nod they give
Another
you.
one.
Are you here for ale?
They are, and again, guys, with your voices, I don't know who's talking, so
Shag.
please, refer to yourself in the third person. Shag says.
Shag asks drunkily, "Are you here for ale?"
And they as you ask them that, they kind of look at you and maybe shrug their shoulders and they're not even barely acknowledging you. They do not answer your question.
All right then. Shag immediately, feeling the nature outside, the two bushes outside the door, he calls to them and casts entanglement to draw vines from outside to entangle them.
Okay, I'm not familiar with vines being able to travel. Is that? I'm not saying you can't do it. I just don't know that spell that well.
Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square.
2, 3.
Okay, but inside a building?
It's
So
wooden
it's not
floors, is it
20?
not?
Yeah, but what I'm asking is, does that create vines, or does it take vines that are already existing and move them?
It creates vines.
Ah, okay, so yes, you can totally do that. So you ain't gonna entangle these guys, right?
Yep.
Awesome. All right, go ahead and
Along
draw
with me.
Yeah, go ahead and draw your entanglement square or circle, whatever it is. And Richard, are you going across the bar over the top of it?
No, I'm trying to get rid of that line. How do I get rid of it?
Oh, pick your token up and put it back down, and they'll take it away.
Okay, that's new. I haven't seen that feature before.
How would I draw my little entanglement circle?
Right click on the map. Choose the pointer that points down to the right. Choose the circle, and then left click and drag on the map and draw a circle. And then after you draw it, you can resize it and manipulate it, move it.
I have a question. Are the vines discriminating?
I can place them where I want to, so I'll just. Oh, it's supposed to be a 20-foot thing. Oops.
Go ahead. I believe I got enough strength to keep it out of it.
Yeah, I need to post that,
No
drag
way.
that spell into the chat for me, and so I can read it, please.
It should be good if we can just restrain them.
Thank you. Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square. Okay, so this should be a square, not a circle. Starting from a point within range. And you draw the square the same way you do the circle. You just you can get rid of that and redraw a square. For the duration. These plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. The creature in the area, when you cast a spell, must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. A creature restrained by the plants can use its action and make a strength check against your spell to save DC. On a success, it frees itself. When the spell ends, the conjured plants wilt away. Okay. And this lasts for a minute, and it's concentration. Okay, no one in my game has ever used Entangle. This is fucking awesome. I'm loving to learn about this.
Wow.
20
that's
foot, yeah. So
big
in Fantasy
space.
Grounds, you'll notice that the numbers don't necessarily correspond to what you're doing. So just place that on an X, like you have it, and then you count 4 squares on either side. So it looks like that's exactly right. So you have to put that somewhere inside the room, and everybody who's in that box is going to get entangled. Once you do that, I will ask you if you want to do that. You might want to change your mind because you're probably going to entangle a lot of people.
It has to be like in the room. Could it not like go outside the building itself also?
Yeah, I mean, not really. I mean, I've always struggled with that. My rule that I do is the whole thing has to be inside the room.
Alright, yeah. Mr. Richard, are you strong?
I can do a push-up or 5.
A push-up or 5. Very
Okay,
nice.
so everybody that's in there, including the proprietor, let me make sure. Hold on one second.
I'm a little enamored anyway, so fuck it.
Okay, so go ahead and target everybody in the room except for Jade and
Rush.
Urash, and roll your save, and then anybody who fails it is going to be restrained. Okay, so sorry. No, target. Okay, so what was that for? What was the strength check for?
I was told to roll saves, so I rolled 1 save, and I think I double-clicked it, so 2 came out. I just take the top one.
Okay, so only Shag should be. Isn't Shag the one that's entangling?
I am entangling.
Okay, so Shag, you need to target. Okay, so now Shag should roll the cast.
Oh, the cast. Ooh. All right, that is.
Yeah, because it's gonna do everyone's saves for them.
Entangle isn't it intelligence?
No, it's a strength. Oh, you mean your DC?
Yep. Everybody else has to make a DC to it.
Yeah, but it's all automatic. If you look on your character sheet, if you open the magnifying glass under Entangle, which is now called Entah.
There's a cast. All right.
Yeah, there's a cast, and it'll just automatically do everybody. See there, it just did all 4 people. So now apply the restrained effect, and it will restrain those people that failed, which I don't think was anybody.
Except the barkeep.
It's a shame.
It doesn't look like it cast on any friendlies, though.
Yeah, okay, so we need to go back.
Actually, I don't cast it. It doesn't like do a roll for casting.
Cast, if you hit the cast button or the save button, it's the exact same effect. So you did it on Richard, who succeeded. You did it on Ruffian 2, who succeeded. You did it on Rogar, who succeeded. You did it on Ruffian 6, who succeeded. So you missed yourself and the barkeep. So go ahead and target yourself and the barkeep, and then do that cast again. Okay, you saved, but somehow you're not. Is the barkeep not getting? Oh, maybe he's. Hold on a second.
Does he not have stats?
He does, but his token wasn't correctly on the map. It was a false token. So try it on him now. Okay, so every single person that you just cast this entangle on succeeded. So, I believe doing that means basically nothing for everybody. Is that, or is it still difficult terrain?
It's difficult terrain.
Okay, so it's difficult terrain until you either lose or drop concentration, which can be anytime you want. And after all of that, everyone please roll initiative. The two ruffians have noticed that
The
you
crown
tried.
finds.
Yeah, that you tried to tried to get him. For those of you that don't know, how I do initiative in my games is everybody rolls it, and then we go with that for round one, and then at the top of every round I shuffle initiative to make it more exciting and fun. The reason Shag has disadvantage on his initiative is that he is intoxicated.
Okay, that's too funny.
All right, so we have everybody, and first to act is Richard. These ruffians haven't done anything yet, but they do seem pretty mad. So you can roleplay however you want to roleplay.
Halt! Those with evil intentions, stand down, drop your weapons. I am at half height, so they may laugh at me. I don't know.
Very charismatic, though.
Very nice.
Okay, and upon hearing that, even though it's not their turn, they don't act in any way, but they do in fact put their hands and start to draw their weapons. They are not happy. So you can still you've only
That was my
spoken, so you
interaction,
can.
right?
Yeah, you've only spoken, so you can still have your full turn.
I'll spend 20 movement to get there.
Okay.
And then I shall whack them with my mace.
You can whack them with your mace. This is the general idea of who you're up against. Probably the guys, probably the woman in the middle is more representative of who these particular people are, although not necessarily male or female. Okay, so you swing your mighty mace and you in fact hit. Ew, it's on now. All right.
Down with you!
You fucking killed that guy already. He's dead.
Richard!
His brains just splatter on the floor.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, whoops, hold on.
I don't know if I can cast that. I don't know what action that is. I just wanted to check it in there.
Something just happened with a sound. Maybe let's see if this even works. I have no idea what's happening, but the sound thing just turned on, so we might get a sound here in a second. Which, if we do, is awesome because I don't even know why it's happening. Let's find out. Did you guys hear that?
No.
I did not.
Okay, that is because I need to turn sounds off because I don't have it piped through the right thing. So I'm the only one who's going to hear it, which sucks. So I do plan to have sounds for all the stuff in the game, but I haven't quite finished setting that up yet, so I'm going to turn that off. Sounds off. Okay. So you did. You damaged this guy. You killed him. He is now dead. And
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm supposed to release my turn, aren't I?
Yeah, but I need to do a little bit more here. Okay, so that guy's dead. That guy got turned sideways for some reason. Okay, so Rogar, you are up. There's one guy left.
Rogar, with a mighty roar, charges at the ruffian and tries to grapple him and bear him to the ground.
Okay, go ahead and roll your strength check. And I will roll this guy's resistance. Your strength
That
check was
was
not
bad.
as good as his resistance, so your attempt to grapple him fails, and he stands his ground, and you are unable to grab him. Do you want to do anything else?
Nope, I'll just stay there.
Snarl and make funny sounds to scare him.
Okay. Just then, two other guys show up outside the door, and they hear and see what's happening inside, and whether they're right or wrong, decide that your whole entire group is trying to disrupt their business. So this guy's going to step up and he's going to attack you, Urash, with his quarterstaff, and he misses, and that is very pathetic. This guy who tried to be grappled says, "Hands off!" And he's going to try to whack Rogar with his quarterstaff. And what happens? Absolutely nothing. He whacks it onto the floor. These guys suck. And Jade, it is your opportunity to do something.
Well, I believe I am going to go ahead and longbow them.
Jade, are you there?
Hello?
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm going to use my longbow on them.
Okay, which one are you going to shoot?
The one that's just coming in the door now.
Okay, in that case, you will have an absolutely clear shot. You may fire away. Oh, yeah, that's a hit. That bow goes right in. And you have damaged him heavily. He looks over, pissed off.
Should be.
Should be, right? Okay, anything else for Jade?
No, I think that's it.
All right. So Ruffian 2 steps up. And with his quarterstaff is going to try to whack on Urash with his special advantage. Yes, he has advantage, and he still misses because he sucks worse than everybody else. But Urash, with two guys in your face, it is your go. Uh-oh, I sense something good coming on.
Was that a stick that you swung at me?
Yeah, it was a stick. So the great axe comes down on which one of those guys?
Ruffian 15, the one that's injured already.
Okay.
I had him targeted, I think.
For the follow, yeah, you do for some reason, but why that did not work. I brought those guys in on a. That is odd. Okay, well, we're going to just make it work.
I can just do my damage and you can drop it on him.
Yeah, you hit him, so you can do your damage and we'll fix it. Okay, it did work, and you killed that guy.
I knew I was going to throw a 1. I needed to go for the wounded one.
Okay, so you killed that guy. Anything else? Shag, what is your drunk ass gonna do?
I'm gonna raise my bow shakily and aim for you.
Okay, which guy are you aiming for?
This is the Ruffian 6.
Okay, so you can shoot that guy, but since you're going through Richard, you want to mark -2 on your modifier down on the lower
Well,
left.
Richard, what race are you again? Are you like short?
Yeah, I'm a halfling.
I'm 6 foot something. Would I not be like able to like shoot over him since he's like right at my
Yes,
feet?
you can, absolutely. So go ahead and forget about the modifier. So you, in your drunken state, anyway, because you're that awesome. So go ahead and roll your damage.
You
Hit
hit
the
my
one in the
vines.
middle.
Oh, nice.
All right, so you land a short bow arrow in him and do damage to that guy. And man, these guys are getting their ass kicked, but they're super pissed.
Am I able to
Anything else?
cancel concentration for the vines?
Yes, you can absolutely remove the vines.
Sorry.
Add a character question. Am I allowed to yell anything out out of turn?
Yeah, just let me know and you can do it. So what do you?
I'd like
Who
to yell
yells
out
what?
that Rogar yells that we need to keep one alive for interrogation.
Okay, that's fine. Shag, anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay, go ahead and pass your turn, and this proprietor is going to do nothing but move back a little because he's.
I wonder what kind of package arrived.
So, it is now Richard's turn. Initiative, as a reminder, has been shuffled.
It has been. I don't have to do anything for that.
No, I shuffle the initiative at the top of every round, and then it just reorganizes the combat tracker. So it's your turn.
All right. Well, if I can, I'd like to, in response to being called out to, I'd like to spare the dying on the one I just knocked out. But if he's dead, then I'll move on to the next
Oh, okay,
target.
yeah. So, well, I don't want to let players not do it, but I guess I have to go get him again because the way I play is if you kill a guy without telling me in advance that you're gonna, either do non-lethal damage or whatever, I remove them out of the game for easier map play. But since you want to do that, I can go and get him back. So stand by.
So for better or worse, they don't get dying saves.
NPCs absolutely do not get dying saves unless it's a special circumstance where they're a member of the party, and for some reason we want to try to keep them alive longer. But monsters of them in and of themselves are instantly dead when they're killed, unless a player previously says, "I'm going to use non-lethal damage to knock this guy out" or whatever. And the rule that I play with is even if you say that and you crit him, he is dead. So it's a case by case scenario.
We have
but if you want to
two
start
more
dying
that
on
we
the
could.
one that's laying dead in the empty space there, I will certainly allow you to do that.
All right, then that's what I'll do.
And I'll put the token there. It's not a live token, but or maybe it is, but yeah, you can spare the dying on that one. And so then, yeah, your goal is to have somebody to talk to after the fight's over, right?
Yeah, I think he's still unconscious. It just stabilizes him.
Totally unconscious. Yeah, he's basically not a combatant, but you will be able to revive him after the fight if that's what your intent is.
Right.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I talked to the one that's Ruffian 6. Hey, stop this foolishness. Leave before your life is forfeit.
Okay. Do you try to do that in any certain type of way, or do you just say?
If I were to put dice on it, I would say diplomacy. But yeah, that's
okay. Go ahead and roll a diplomacy check in the tower. Do we have diplomacy? You're using another system, aren't you?
persuasion. Hey, I'm used to a lot of 3-5. I've recently moved to 5th ed.
Yeah, so you can use persuasion if you'd like, or you can use intimidation if you like. You can use. Those are pretty much the two I would think. So it depends on what are you trying to persuade him or are you trying to intimidate him?
Persuade.
Okay, so as a reminder, when you do skill checks, do those in the tower rather than in the open chat window. So that if you roll a 1, but I decide I want to give it to you, I can just lie to you like it's behind my DM screen. But you rolled a 16, so that's pretty good. Let's see what the resistance is for that. This is Ruffian 6. Yeah, okay, so you're able to... What exactly did you say? Remind me again.
To stop his foolishness.
Stop his foolishness. Okay, so you see Ruffian 6 look at you, and he looks as though he's heard and understood you, and we will see what he does. So, Urash, it is your go.
Urash asks Richard if he should spare the one at the door.
Richard, you can respond to that.
Ask the question again.
Should I spare this one at the door?
I don't know if I have a good answer for that one at the moment. I'll feign ignorance at the moment as I'm busy doing the stuff that I did during my turn.
So I'll attempt to grapple him and drag him into the inn so that we can, or the tavern, so we can talk to both of them since one of them is stood down.
Okay, go ahead and roll your strength check.
Grab his ass. Wait.
Okay, you overpower and grapple this guy without a problem. So let me give him the grappled. And you want to pull him in and sort of, how far do you want to pull him in?
Pull him into near where everybody else is so that we can discuss this with them and interrogate them.
Okay, so you can move your token where you want, and I'll move this guy with you. Okay, so you move him in there, no problem. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Okay, so this guy, Ruffian 6, lowers his weapon. He doesn't put it down, but he lowers it, and then he said, who dares to defy my collectory efforts? We come in the name of, and Shag, what is the name of the big mob boss in town? What is his name?
Divino.
We come, very Italian. We come in the name of Divino, and we are here to make our collections. Who dares to interrupt our efforts, and why do you oppose us?
I can respond to that.
Okay.
The church!
The church. We are members of the church. The church does not oppose us. The church allows us to conduct our business. You must be from a different church. What church are you from?
That is out of game question. I don't actually know what
That's
the list
fine.
of deities is. So.
You can just make it up, and it'll not be the one that they are from. So so for the purposes of roleplay, that's fine. And they say, well, that's not our church. The church knows how we operate in this kingdom, and those who dare oppose us meet the wrath of our high cleric.
Could I do a... What is it? Insight check on him? See if he's lying about being a part of the church.
Absolutely. You can roll an insight check in the tower.
Oops. Sorry.
Okay. You believe him that he's telling the truth.
Yeah, I guess.
And by this time, you have now become less or not intoxicated by the sobering fact of the battle and the conversation.
Hello again.
So yeah, so he says so you believe him that he's telling the truth, and he says if you do not stand down, the the people that are waiting nearby will know that we are missing, and more will come. He says we are here to collect our monies from the proprietor. If you yourselves would like to pay his debt, we care not. All we need to do is return with our funds. And the at this time the proprietor is like, and by the way, guys, unless fighting continues, we're gonna stop initiative. So if you guys all want to participate in the conversation or whatever, feel free to do that. But the proprietor is kind of raising his hands, shaking his head no, I can't do anything.
Yeah, I don't believe we're going to hand over any ruffians our cash, so the fight should probably go on.
I don't even know why we need cash. I don't know if I find a point in the gold. We don't use
Okay,
gold where I
well,
come from.
you were able to, through conversation and intimidation and whatnot, get this guy to talk to you for his turn. So Rogar would be the next actor. If you decide to continue the fight, you may do so. That almost sounded like I said you Medusa, which gives me an idea. Just kidding.
Oh,
If we cannot convince you to stop this nonsense, then I guess the law must be brought down upon you.
Members of the law, are you? Okay, yeah, you can do what you're gonna do.
Rogar decides that this talking is not working and takes a swing with his mighty battle axe.
Good job,
Okay.
Rogar.
So, using his mighty battle axe, he swings and hits this ruffian 6. And does damage and places him into critical condition, still standing. Even more pissed off now that he stopped to talk and has been screwed by conversation. Anything else for Rogar? Okay, Ruffian 2, in his grappled condition, is still going to try to fight. Grappled creature's speed becomes 0. The condition ends if his... Okay, the condition also ends. Okay, he's going to attempt to whack on Urash, even in his grappled state, and somehow didn't target, but does hit, and does 3 bludgeoning to the character of Urash. What does Jade do in response?
Jade is going to say, it doesn't matter where we're from. This tavern is under our protection now. We have no further use of you. And fire her longbow at the one that's grappled.
Okay. Excellent.
Would that give her advantage if she's shooting at a grapple? Does it do it automatic?
If it does, it will do it automatically. Because he has the condition on him. But I don't think it does. But what it does do is hit, because you sunk an arrow into this guy's face and killed him. Awesome.
Sweet.
So anything else for Jade?
No, I think that'll do.
Okay, then Shag's turn.
Do I hurt him? Not one for hurting people. I ask Ruffian 6, have you ever stepped on a bug?
Ruffian 6 just growls at you like, fuck you.
I
He's
take that
already
as a
been
yes. I
burned.
like nature, and don't you step on my bugs. I shoot my bow at him.
Okay, since you got two people either shorter or lying on the ground in front of you, you have a clear shot. And you hit this guy. This could be it.
Don't step on my ants. I just...
And yes, in fact, you do kill the last fighting dude.
Before stuff ends, I want to maybe take a peek out the door and see if there's anybody else out there.
Okay, so you can go move to whichever place you're going to do that. Okay, and you do see coming from this direction about 6 more of these guys. They are slowly walking. So you have time. They will probably be here in a minute. So you guys have a full minute to prepare, which basically means you can get anywhere and do anything in this bar that you want to do before they arrive.
I want to turn to the proprietor. Could you maybe go out that back door and run away for a minute? I want to look back at where they're coming from, point my staff, and be prepared to cast another entangle on them and catch the whole group if I can.
Okay.
Once they get close enough, of course.
The proprietor says, I will be just outside in the back, but he is unwilling to totally abandon his place, but he will step outside if you ask him to do that so that he doesn't have to see the nastiness. And these stupid ruffians that are coming for you, they are in fact all in like a group sort of marching your way, so you probably will be able to entangle all of them.
Goody.
So I need to give you guys the experience for this encounter.
Should we tie up the unconscious one?
Probably.
You can do that.
We need one to show us where their hideout or lair or building they're in.
Probably building if it's a mafia, but agreed. Maybe the church. Heck.
It's mafioso. You see, Vinny, you gotta pay. The church is issues away.
I want to see their church and their patron god that allows this kind of stuff. Call the Inquisition.
That was a shit ton of experience for such an easy encounter. What the hell? Let me make sure I got these right.
We like lots of experience.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get a lot, I guess. Those guys were all, there were 4 of them, and they were CR2. That's kind of amazing. But there's 5 of you guys, so that's why. Okay, so here comes some XP for that encounter. Bam. Ho ho ho. What?
Wow.
That's kind of crazy. I'm almost positive I did that wrong, but I'm going to let my mistake.
Here's my counter interpretation. Maybe it's also including the ones outside.
No, it's not, only because I haven't built that one yet. This was, I wonder if I can share. No, I can't. Well, suffice it to say, a ruffian is worth 450 experience points, just one of them.
That makes very little sense.
Yeah, it totally does.
It's like a goblin's under 50.
Right.
Right. So this, I don't know if it's a mistake or what. I just don't know. But I was trusting that Fantasy Grounds has the. I mean, I can. Let me see if I can do that. Jade, did you get that stat block?
Yes.
Okay, so let me. I'm just going to share this with each of you, so you guys can see.
Wow.
But you see that these guys were the guys you fought. They had pack tactics. They have a quarterstaff. That's their only weapon, and they are in fact worth 450 experience, and their hit points are 2d8 hit points. So, I mean, I think it's right, but that's a shit ton of experience for you guys at first level.
Yeah, I can't wait to have a rest so I can level up.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be.
Yeah,
you guys are
that's
basically
leveling
all gonna
up.
level. It's crazy. Okay, so if you survive, okay, so I need to then.
All in favor of running?
Yeah, did you guys note Rob's evil laughter there?
Well, you guys know that there's six more of these guys coming. You also know that Shag will be able to entangle them when they come close enough. If you guys want to engage them, you can. If you want to get away, you probably can. So I'll leave it up to you. But when they come and find out, what's happened, this proprietor is going to be left in a lurch if you guys don't help him, which isn't necessarily your duty.
I say we kill him so that way we don't have to, dead men tell no tales, and then it's just the proprietor who's on the hook.
Urash drags the one that he had grappled with the arrow in his back out the front door and throws it and goes, "Come!"
Okay, this is going to be awesome. So those guys see that and start running. So I haven't put them on there yet, but I'll put them on there, and Shag certainly will be able to try to entangle them if he wishes.
I and start wrapping around my own staff. I start pointing at them.
Okay, so let me get this set up. Yeah, that is crazy. Okay, so everybody can roll initiative.
Well, wouldn't I be surprising them with the things since I had to
You
prepare?
will, yeah. I'm gonna have you entangle, and then we'll start initiative.
Alrighty. Initiative. Hey, I'm not shit initiative.
So it looks like we're missing Richard. There we go. Okay, so yes, you can go ahead and draw your entangle.
Rob, you only have 4 of those ruffians in the tracker.
I see 6.
I see
Yeah, I
6
see
also.
6.
I also see 6.
If you scroll down, maybe.
Oh, there they are. Thanks.
Okay. And all the red ones for you guys show they're all at the bottom of the list, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's to keep the players from knowing exactly when their turns are. As a DM, I can put it so that they all just don't. It pretty much doesn't show you their initiative. The people that had made moves, I will approve those. Jade, did you actually want to be outside? You can. I'm just checking to make sure that's what you want.
No, I think right inside the door, actually.
Okay, that's cool.
Those are windows, right?
No, those are all doors.
All right, I'll take point at that one then.
Okay, so Shag, you can draw your entangle square and put it where you want to have it. And the reason I'm allowing all these moves is because you guys had a full minute to prepare before they even showed up, so you guys can get all positioned to where you want. And okay, so these guys, and now you can target all of them and roll your, your entangle on them.
All right. Does that?
Okay, so what happened? Yeah, so go ahead and cast the effect, and those that failed will be entangled. Which is 4 of them. Excellent. Okay, so they're restrained. Nice shooting, Tex. All right, so they're restrained, and then now we'll start the top of the thing. So basically, to start the battle, Shag has entangled 4 of 6 of those guys. They all notice it happening, and they look over to see where that came from, and they're pretty much definitely going. They weren't necessarily coming here. They were kind of just on patrol, but now they know that you guys are the ones that are responsible. So, Urash, you're up.
Can I whisper to Urash before he does anything?
I'm standing right
yeah,
next to
sure.
you.
Can Shag
Hit me.
Yeah.
Go for the ones not tangled.
Can I
They
tell
can
which
move.
ones?
Yeah, you can
10,
look in the
13,
combat
11,
tracker.
12, okay.
Yeah, if you look in the combat tracker, you can see which ones are marked restrained.
10.
Ooh, he's going out there, everybody. Yeah, bitches. So wait a minute. What's your movement?
30.
Your movement is 30. Okay. You move 25, and you cannot get into that square because it's difficult terrain. If you move into that square, you will have dashed. Is that what you'd like to do?
Will I still get an action if I dashed?
No,
No.
because dashing takes your action. Basically, what dash does is doubles your movement and removes your action.
Can I poke him with the javelin?
You are not in range to poke him with one, but you can certainly throw your javelin.
That's what I'll do.
Okay, totally legit. So you throw your javelin and you hit this guy right in the shoulder. Bam! And you do 4 javelin damage. Sorry, 7. Nice job. Okay, Ruffian 12 is restrained. Would you please, Shag, target? Wait, or just tell me what the save is that they have to do. It's the strength save, right?
Yeah.
And it's as their action.
Yeah.
Is it? It is. It uses their action. Okay, that's crazy.
Yep.
I love it. Okay, so strength save. Bam. Did not save, which means it's still restrained. And therefore, okay. His movement is 0. He has a quarterstaff. He can do fucking nothing. All right, Ruffian 10, restrained. Oh, this entangle might work out really well. Strength save. He gets a 12. He is not restrained. But that's his action. The last guy couldn't have done anything because that was his action as well.
Mm-hmm.
However, since this guy's not restrained, he can move,
Rough terrain.
and he will do such. Ruffian 3, not restrained. Ruffian 3 will move 10, 15, 20. He will move 15. By the way, for those that don't know, my game does use the alternate flanking rule. So if you are on opposite sides of a friendly combatant, you will have advantage on your melee attacks. These guys, however, don't need to be flanking. And they do need to do better because that guy sucked. Okay, Shag, your entangle is working, and it is your turn.
Let's see here. I'm gonna move to there.
Good
Okay.
call.
Target him, and then take a shot with my short bow.
All right.
Do I
And
hit?
Oh, sorry. Yes, you do. I figured out why these guys are all really easy to beat. I use random hit points rather than full hit points.
mhm.
And these guys' hit points is 2d8, and some of them have like 3. That's why. That's why it was so easy to kill them.
They had a bad morning. They woke up on the
Yeah,
side of the
yeah.
wrong
They
bed.
totally. They were drunker
They
than your
forgot to
ass.
have their
Yeah.
coffee.
Exactly.
Oh, dude, I shouldn't have drank that last night, man. Oh, fuck.
So you have hit this guy, and you have killed this guy. He dead.
Awesome.
All right.
Sadly, I don't have my dagger from Cap's game. That'd be great.
All right. The proprietor is cowering out the back door. Does nothing. It is Richard's turn.
Alrighty here.
Aim for the one that I have a javelin sticking out of.
Very nice.
But then I would wait. Which one is that?
That's the one you're
You're targeting
targeting.
him. I mean,
You got him.
Yeah, he's drawing a line. The line is only for decoration. Doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, I'm just counting out the feet.
It's Ruffian 4.
the best way to do that, Richard, is to target the actual thing you want, and then it will put a line there with the proper distance. Because to have all those lines all over the place is kind of distracting to people. Unless they're there for a reason, you should erase those. Okay, so
very nice.
Sacred Flame. He failed his save.
Burn, baby.
So you can do your Sacred Flame on him, and he takes radiant damage and says ow, but does not die.
I take the time to blow the smoke off my fingers.
And if you would, whoever's got those 2 black lines on there, if you could take those away, that would make my life so much better as to not drive me insane. Okay, and Richard, do you want to do anything else on your turn?
No, I'm actually feeling pretty safe right here. I'll just keep shooting.
Okay, if you're done, pass your turn. And it's going to be Rogar.
Rogar, the Dragon Ball.
Flank him, my friend. Flank him.
He
Flanking would
comes
be
out
better.
and he decides to flank.
Very
Rogar
nice.
with a mighty roar swings his battle axe.
Don't forget
sure
to
to
mark
hit it.
advantage.
And target.
Do those that make dex saving throws while restrained automatically fail?
I don't know, but Fantasy Grounds does. You hit with your mighty battle axe. I can answer that question though. Hold on. Yes, you kill that guy. Do those that make dex saves while restrained automatically fail? Let's just find out. Strained.
Oh, wait, no, it just seems intuitive. I'm not
Disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Oh, that
If
makes
you guys,
sense.
if you guys want to know, I can never remember what all the conditions do. If you guys want to go to the library and open the player's handbook and go to the reference manual and find Appendix A conditions, you can hotkey that on your hotkey bar down below. And anytime you want to know, hey, what does this condition do? You can just do what I do and click on that button and read it.
That
I
may
can never
save my life in the not so distant
Yeah,
future.
there are 25,000 conditions that I can never remember what they do. Okay, so there's
There's
that guy
actually
got killed.
26.
Is there 26? 26,000? Okay, so that guy's dead. Rogar want to do anything else?
Rogar the Dragonborn.
Right? He doesn't want to do anything else.
I shall.
Spawn
Okay.
of Silver.
This fool is going to make his strength save to get out of this thing. And
Fuck.
he does it.
Dang.
So he is not restrained. However, that's his action. So, he doesn't really get to do anything much else. Let me remove strain from him.
gets
He
a
will
sweet
move.
15 feet of movement, though.
He cannot move.
Yeah, he does. He gets a sweet.
Oh, he goes.
He gets
moving, yes.
He gets 30 feet, but it's difficult terrain in here. So 10, 20, and he's going to go right 25 right under the tree next to Rogar and be done. And it's Jade.
I'm going to have to step out, I think, to get a clear line. Let's see.
Who's that coming out of the bar? It's Cat Lady.
It's that lady. All right, Jade pokes her head out, walks out, surveys the situation, and I'm sure is going to fuck up something.
Meow.
Yeah, longbow, this guy.
Okay. And you got advantage because he's restrained. So you hit that guy big time. And you damage him with your bow. You pierced him. You pierced his ear, but not in a good way.
Very
He's missing
nice.
that ear now.
He's got an arrow earring now. He doesn't like it.
Looks quite fashionable.
Anything else for Jade? All right, Ruffian 11, restrained, of course, because entangle everybody.
Bum, bum.
It is able to get out of its entangle,
Oh.
which of course costs it its action. Ooh. Powerful spell, powerful spell. But he is going to move 10, 20 to there and to get some action. Ruffian 4, not restrained. He's going to move up. 13, everybody. Okay, sorry. I pushed to talk a little early there with that 13. You guys don't know what I'm doing. I'm talking to the stream. So here comes a quarterstaff attack right on Rogar. Ruffian 4, hoping for the best, and connects. I think that's the second hit of the day for any of these things. They suck so bad. They're restrained. They're unconscious. They're yelled at. They're very demoralized. All right, so Rogar takes that damage. It is the top of the next round. Shit gets shuffled, and it's Ruffian 4's turn again. Yeah, very exciting.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because at the top of the round, the initiatives get shuffled, so he's first. He got a 19. All right, so
Thanks,
he is going to
GeoQuester.
take
I love
his attack
watching you
again,
game.
same way as before.
Great DM.
And he hits Rogar again. And he damages Rogar with his 6 bludgeoning damage and puts
Ouch.
Rogar into critical condition, everybody.
Yeah.
And it is Shag's turn.
Oh boy. So, what is it to cancel a concentration?
You just say you want to cancel it and it's done.
Probably might as well
That's
there,
fine.
Shag.
I'm just going to draw this line just for. Nope, can't. Let's see here.
Do you want to get rid of that?
Yeah, I'll get rid of Ruffian 4. I'm not going to get rid of the. typical
Yeah, it
turn,
is a little
just so
ghosty
I can make
kitty.
this life harder.
Nice.
I'm shoot this boy with a short bow.
All right. And you hit. Oh boy, he didn't like that. He didn't like
yeah,
that
I'm not much
a
of a
lot,
chatter.
as in all the way not liking it.
I might have been rolled a 1 and scratched him, but I scratched him in an artery, so it was all right.
Right, you got an art scratch, exactly.
All right, nice.
And I'm going to use my bonus action
Okay.
to do one of my little actions. Try it out. I'm going to do hidden step, make myself invisible.
Ooh.
All right.
And I'll move up to here.
Do you have the invisible effect on your character sheet?
Nope.
Do you know how to put that on your character sheet?
Nope.
Okay, remind me after the game and I'll do that, but for right now I will just tag you invisible myself.
All right.
Where is it? INV invisible. Come on, I know you're there. I'm somehow unable to all of a sudden read. Intoxicated, incapacitated. Where's invisible?
Top of the other
Oh, there
column.
it is up there. Oh, yeah, not in alphabetical order, is it? Okay, thank you. So Shag is invisible, and that's what until you attack or something
So my
makes
next
you
turn.
visible. Right. Okay. You are invisible. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, pass your turn, and it will be Ruffian 11, who has no choice but to attack Rogar, and does so, and fortunately for Rogar, misses. However, the guy standing next to him is next
Oh, nice.
and swings the quarterstaff and fucking misses. Unbelievable.
Dragon boy, unable
Right?
to hit.
Jade is up.
I think I'm going to stick with targeting this same guy.
Okay.
Or you could.
And you hit. And you kill. Nice job.
That's all I
Jade
got.
to the semi-rescue. Because
Leave
everybody's
some
not dead.
Yes, yes.
Richard is way over there. He's ready. What's he going to do? I'm imagining this is going to be Sacred Flame. And if it is, you're 5 feet too far away. Is it 60?
Oh. Yeah.
Yes, it is 60.
Okay, you're going to move to there. So you moved
Very
in 4
good.
squares. I'm just going to put you there, if that's all right.
It is quite all right.
So what are you doing?
Sacred Flame.
Oh, yeah, okay. Loose away your energy from the sky. He fails his save and therefore will take your Sacred Flame damage of 7 and die.
Nice.
Awesome.
Point at him and just
Smoking
turn
gun,
dash.
anybody?
Yeah, you do
Rogar was a little
finger
worried.
gun.
No. Rogar's going to make
Okay.
it.
Little.
If anything else, Richard?
Yeah, I'm going to use Healing Word as a bonus action.
Oh.
Okay, absolutely. Rogar feels the power and is healed for 4 points.
What do you say to him?
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
All right. So pass your turn, and it will be Rogar's turn to take his vengeance.
Rogar, Dragonborn.
Rogar swings with his mighty axe.
Get him, Rogar.
Get him, pig. Do good.
Oh, it's a crit. This will be double damage. It didn't trigger the table for an effect, but it will be double damage. Go ahead and roll it, and it's going to be game over for that guy, I'm sure. Yes. Yes, it is true.
How dare you hit Rogar, Dragonborn?
Okay, so you guys have completed this encounter. You
Can
have
I kick one of them?
survived. You can kick one for extra measure.
Or check their pockets.
I'll just remove
You
the...
can. Let's see. You can get some more incredible XP. This is going to be insane. You guys did a good job.
Rob, I'd like to look for arrows too.
Yes, those of you that shot arrows, how I do that is you roll a D whatever arrow however many arrows you shot, and you recover the amount you roll or half, whichever's higher. And if you need to roll some odd number that is like a D17 or a D3, the way you do that in the chat window is /DIE space D and then the number. So I will give you an example of what that looks like.
I'll just roll mine.
That doesn't apply to javelins, does it?
Javelins you can recover. As long as they didn't go into lava or snap in half for some reason, you can totally get your javelins back. So, how many arrows did you shoot, Shag?
4.
Okay, so you get them all back. And Jade, you shot how many?
4,
4. So you get 2 back.
which is half, so it's the same
Yeah,
either way.
So,
We're
right,
picking up
exactly.
arrows. Like you don't see me. I'm not uninvisible yet. I
Yeah,
just
you're
pick 'em up.
invisible picking up your arrows.
Oh, well, I
That's all.
just walk out of mist.
No, you're still invisible. I said you're invisible picking up
Oh,
arrows.
still I am invisible. Yeah, you just see floating
Yeah.
arrows going everywhere, and then they disappear too.
Aw, thanks, Susie. I like watching her play too. I don't see too many female gamers either.
Oh, that's insane. Well, these characters should be pretty happy.
And I saw her GMing the other day.
These
That was
characters
really
so-
Why
cool.
stop at one level when you can have 2?
Yeah, when you can just have 2. But I'm not doing you guys any favors. That's the actual XP for those guys.
I'm just thinking about
Nice.
the free ale from the proprietor.
So, okay, so you guys have now. Rumors will spread when people that were maybe off in the distance tell people what they saw here today. You guys have now incurred the wrath of Divino, so prepare for that sometime in the future.
Well, hold on. Does he even know it was us? I mean, we kind of didn't leave anybody to say.
No, he doesn't. But I'm sure this is basically outside of the map. Since this
I'm
took
sure
place
somebody heard the
outside
commotion.
rather than inside of the inn, people down the street and whatever. I mean, there were people all around. You're in a big city, so
The neighbors.
the neighbors have seen what happened. So basically, the first group, which is what I call the players in this game, just kind of an homage to the First Order in The Force Awakens, but I couldn't come up with a better name. If you guys can come up with a better name for the adventuring stable as a whole, you can tell me and I'll change it. But the first group has now developed a bit of a reputation in this kingdom for having taken on the mob. So whether that was in your intention or not, that is what has happened.
It's my
Time to
fault,
rule
guys.
this
I'm the one
town,
with the smoking
peeps.
gun.
The only way to avoid the wrath of the mob is to never come back and play this game again, and thereby save your reputation as a player who doesn't show up and therefore
Oh,
never
Gio,
dies.
what are you playing tonight?
The ruffians are easy.
They were easy. So you guys can, if you'd like, you can take a rest at this point.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Yes, definitely
if
take
you'd like-
a short rest.
To take a short rest, I will allow the characters to level up if you would like to take a short rest in the inn.
Make it so.
So it seems that you should all be able. Yes, every single one of you can go to 3rd level.
Yeah.
What is the hit points? Or
It's
XP for
all-
3rd level?
It's all done automatically. Your hit points are not calculated by you; they're calculated by Fantasy Grounds. So for those of you that, at least one of you obviously doesn't know how to level up, what you do is you, on your character sheet, on the main tab, you click on the magnifying glass that's at the end of the line down the right where your class and level is. You open that magnifying glass, and it'll open your class and level.
Mm-hmm.
And in there, you will see the name of your class. And to the right of that is a shield. And if you click on it and open it, that will be your class. So you can drag that shield back onto your character sheet where your class is, and it will go to level 2. And then you can do it again and go to level 3. And if I went too fast or you need me to repeat that, I'd be happy to do it.
Next slot. Cannot open. Unable to find record to match link dropped. Make sure to open. Sure, no modules open. Ooh, modules. Oh.
Okay, yeah, you got to open your module before you're trying to pull something from a module you don't have open.
Oh yeah, I did see that the other night. That was good.
So Jade's up,
I'll be back
Richard's
to
up,
watch that.
Urash is up, Rogar's up, Shag's
What time
the one
you
that needs
starting?
to open a module, I guess.
That was the player's handbook you needed to open.
He might be doing Unearthed Arcana Druid or Sword Coast Adventures Guide Druid or something that he didn't have open.
Just a quick question. Is
Sure.
there a way to
Let's see.
separate my domain spells from my spells? Prepared?
Absolutely. Which character name?
I am Richard here. And I said it.
Abilities.
Yes. Okay, so where on your actions tab on your sheet, where the group is,
Spellcasting.
you can go into spells and change that to domain spells, and it will recategorize it for you.
Oh, I will be over there.
And do it under group, not summary.
Count on it.
So how do I level up again?
Okay, so on your character, on the front tab, the main tab,
Yeah.
on the class where it says Druid 1, go all the way down and click the magnifying glass. When that opens up, grab the shield, the little brown circle on the right, and drag it onto your character sheet. And it'll go to, now do it again, and it'll go to 3.
All right. Circle.
And that-
circle. Land.
Yeah, you got to choose. All right, and while you guys are getting your new spells and doing all your adjustments, I'm going to go over here and make a note about what happened.
When you leveled up, I'm able to increase the
Alright,
stat.
I
Right?
am taking
No.
archery.
No. Oh.
So I believe.
Oh no, wait. That's Oh, I'm thinking of something
You're
else.
thinking of some other bullshit game, Pathfinder, or some other bullshit edition of this game that I hate. I'm a 5th edition guy all the way. I hate everything else.
Bonus.
Hate it.
To
I love
attack
5th edition.
I've never even played Pathfinder in my entire life. I'm 50 years old, and I've never, ever played Pathfinder.
Bonus cantrip. Use.
Okay, so let's see. You guys did.
Oh,
the bar
what's
thing.
Delver Society?
You guys did Quest.
I don't think I've
You guys
heard of
did
that
Quest
one.
C. Awesome.
So did we turn up any GP or anything on the bodies?
These ruffians had no monies on them because they were out on collections. This was their first stop, and they did not collect. They do have some used quarterstaffs. If you'd like to, you can have one if you'd like.
Oh, there it is.
I broke one over my knee earlier.
Longbow attack. Bonus 2. Awesome. That was archery.
The bartender, the proprietor, does have something to tell you guys, though. 1 second.
Oh boy.
And I want.
If the party manages to save the day, the proprietor
Some
will reward the
spells.
characters themselves with protection money. He offers 1 gold per day that he stays safe. It's what he can afford, he tells you.
I don't really need it. I don't even know what it's for.
Yeah, we're
Is
adventurers.
it bad that we say you can't afford us?
I think I'd prefer an ale a day than a gold a day.
He says he can swing that deal. He will give the 5 of you an ale a day for your life. For the rest of your life. Not for your life. I'll trade you an ale for your life. No, that's not what he meant.
I wonder if it's during the
So you
day
guys
when
can
I'm
each in the notes
working
section
then,
of
because
your
I've never
character.
never
There's no way I'm
noticed
going to be able to
them.
keep track of this as a DM, so I'm going to have players do this kind of stuff. So on your character sheet, you can write that the proprietor, whose name is Morgan, gave you on this date at this time gave you as told, you know, so just make a note however you want to make it that you get free ale for life from this guy. And that way, when if you ever come back into the Dark Unicorn for the rest of your adventuring and you want an ale, you can get it for free.
Rob,
And
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Alright, what's Hunter's Mark?
I accidentally X'd off my where I choose between my path, like Eldritch Knight or some
Cure
fighter,
wounds.
what fighting style I want. How do I get that back?
Which character?
Rogar.
Okay, when you say you X'd it off, what do you mean exactly?
Well, I had it up where I was reading through them and I hadn't picked it, and now it's not there no more.
Tree.
And it was called what?
Where I could pick it,
Okay.
my path, like if I wanted
No.
to.
Okay, so you're looking for your archetype. Okay,
Yeah,
so
Slayer.
okay, so stand by. I'll run and see how to fix that. How you would do it is you would go to the fighter class. You would open the fighter class on your character sheet, or just on the classes on the right if you see that button, and you would scroll all the way down to the bottom of the class, and the archetypes are listed there. So your choices are Champion, Battle Master, or Eldritch Knight.
Battle Master is the one to improve critical hit, is it not?
No, that is Champion.
All right, then I'll just go with the champion.
Oh, I'll try to watch for
Okay,
it
I've
on
put Champion on your sheet,
Wednesday or Friday evenings,
and
because that's right about the time I get home, I think. Cool.
oh boy, yeah, we're gonna have to. Okay, so I'm gonna have to. Yeah, unfortunately with Fantasy Grounds, it's so awesome with automation. If you screw it up, it's really. So basically, I added that manually, and it did not give you the other. Like, it didn't give you improved critical. So what that means is that Fantasy Grounds doesn't recognize that's on your sheet. So I basically have to level you back down to 2 and then fix it. So that's gonna take me a couple minutes here. Because I got to go fix all your hit points. Oh yeah, I got to give you guys a rest thing.
Okay.
Okay, so let me fix that. Okay, so you're a fighter who's got a D10, and your con is 1. So that's 11 plus 7 is so 8. Did you have 18 hit points before? Oh, you don't. What? How many hit points did you have at first level? Do you remember? It was 11, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, then you go up 7 per level. So 14, so 25. Oh no, so 14. Okay, so
First day. First hammer. Team of one.
So my Urash gets Frenzy at this 3rd level, which means I get a 2nd melee attack if I'm in rage.
okay. I
Cool.
believe Rogar's fixed. You have. Well, it doesn't look like the hit points are right, though. You should have. A fighter's a D10, so that's D10 plus your con is 11. And then it's 6, 7, so it's 11, so 18, 25. Should be 25. Okay, so I believe you are fixed, and you now have improved critical, you have champion, and you have all the proper things on your character sheet, so I think it's fixed.
All right, great.
How many 1st level spells can I have now?
Who is that?
Shag.
Okay, Shag, I will tell you how to find that so that you also know how to look it up in the future.
Mm-hmm.
On your sheet, go to abilities and choose spell casting. And if you open that up, it tells you at 1st level, you know this many cantrips. The druid
Sweet.
shows you how many spells. I think druids know all their spells, but you can prepare a list equal to your wisdom modifier plus your druid level.
All right, so
you can, as far as the spell list goes, you can drag. You can drag all them. Normally, what players do as a druid or a cleric, you drag them all on, and then just prepare the ones you have to prepare.
all right, so I can have 5 level 1 spells. How many can I prepare? That's what I'm.
Your level 3 plus your Wiz modifier is 2, so 5. Yeah.
5 level 1. How many level 2 though?
No, it's not. It's not per level. It's you can prepare 5 spells total, and they can all be level 2 or all level 1 or any mix and match you want.
Oh, 5 in total.
Right, it's 5 total. And so your slot, you have 4 and 2 as your slots, but you can prepare any 5 spells. So you actually can't even prepare a number of spells higher than the number of slots you have. And what that means is, like if you have magic missile, you might use it 3 times or something, whatever. Those of you that shot ammo and recovered any ammo, make sure you tick back off your check marks on your ammo if you have not done so already. Let's see, what else do I need to do? Oh yeah, okay, so mob boss.
Hey, Rob.
Yes.
Do you know for Colossus Slayer if there's an effect or an action that I can grab?
I can check that. The first group has garnered the wrath of Divino. Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud? Okay.
Oops.
I think we were probably aware anyway.
Okay, so let me go and look under Jade. And you were asking about Colossus Slayer?
Yeah, for Hunter's Prey, I'm going to take Colossus Slayer.
Okay, you Tennessee can wear down the most when you hit a creature with a weapon attack. The creature takes an extra 1d8 damage. It's below its hit point maximum. You can deal this damage only once per turn. Yes, so. Ooh.
It's probably something I'm just going to have to remember to do.
Yeah, because how would you know? That's a messed up D&D thing to give a player, because how is the player supposed to know if the creature is less than half?
Right. It would work really good though if Fantasy Grounds knew. And it's not that they're less than half, it's that they've taken any hit.
Okay. So then I read that wrong then. I did read it wrong. Okay, so when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, the creature takes. If it's below its hit point maximum. Okay, so yeah, we can make an effect on that, and you will just apply it to any damage roll that you make per roll of any creature that is not completely healthy that you're hitting. So you would just look in the combat tracker. If the guy's been hit, you add the effect before you roll your damage. And I can build that for you.
Okay, that would be awesome.
It's done. All I did was drag it into the actions tab, and it built Hunter's Prey Colossus player for you. You can normally do that, guys, if you have
Sweet.
an effect. Sometimes, not all the time, but Fantasy Grounds knows how to read those things and build the effects for you. So all I did was drag it on your sheet and it did it for you. I'm just going to put a little label on it for you, though, so when it goes into the combat tracker, I know what it's for. And it also should be okay. So you see now that I have that set for you can when you hit that effect, it'll put it in the combat tracker, and the next time you roll the dice, which should be immediately because you're going to apply that right before you do damage, then it'll give you the extra D8 and it'll take away the effect. And if there is a way to automatically do that, if there's a way, there might be a way to. Fantasy Grounds has all kinds of if target meets this condition. There might be a way to further animate that by putting that, like, if target is not fully healthy, and then just leave that effect on you all the time. I don't know if that's true or not true, so I'll have to research that. So let me make a note about that.
Okay, I don't know for sure how it works, but GeoQuester said to set the effect to damage 1d8 and set it to self and once per modifier.
Okay. Yep.
Let's see if we give that a try. What happens?
Okay, so yeah, if you click it, it'll go on you, which is self, and singles is once per modifier. So I'm not exactly sure. I've never ever used that, so I'll have to ask Jeff Howie. I'll have to just read about it. Okay, great. So you guys have leveled. You guys have rested. Is anybody still need more time to work on their character sheets?
Got everything is good to go.
Do we get our hit points back?
If you took a short rest, so if you'd like to throw hit dice, you can certainly do that. Only 2 of you are damaged. Rogar has fully recovered. Urash has fully recovered.
The autumn.
And there's a vote above those 2 heal rolls in the chat, and when you guys are ready, just check it.
Geo, does that go before self or?
Just grabbing a soda. One moment.
Okay. Oh, you know what, guys? Yeah, let's. I know there's only 50 minutes left to play, but let's take. This would be a great time to take a 5-minute break because I need one as well. So we'll take 5.
Cool. Thanks. I assume it goes before the damage part. Don't really know, though. Wonder if it'll error. Okay, I will when he comes back. He's taken 5.
I'm back.
At the beginning, that kind of makes sense, too.
Let's just see here.
Bloodied. Does it have a comma or anything? Semicolon? Oh, cool, thanks.
Oh man. I'm having
Yeah.
a good time.
Semicolon. Okay. Something like that, then. All right. Let's see what happens. It's kind of fun. Hate that there is no room on these. Fantasy Grounds really needs to let me have
All right, I'm
multiple
back.
monitors.
Ready.
Yeah, I'm
ready
here too.
So, and he must not be there.
Oh, what a piker.
So, do you guys play Fantasy Grounds a lot, or at least D&D through this program a lot, or is this like your first time?
Wait a minute.
It's my 3rd time.
Yeah, I've been DMing for a couple of groups. I usually use like a big 40-inch TV. A 40-inch TV at a end table, and I just use the maps for it. But this is the first time I've really done it over the internet.
I've been streaming Curse of Strahd using it, and it works pretty good because some of my players come here to the house, but some of them are remote, and it's the only way we can all share maps and stuff really well.
That doesn't cause any strain when you're playing, having like local and remote players?
No, it's a little tough on my Wi-Fi here because I have multiple players all hitting it to get on whatever we decide, Skype or Discord.
That is one thing I've noticed, is that Fantasy Grounds seems to be laggy at the startup, but then once everyone has downloaded everything, it starts to speed up immensely.
We've had some volume problems, and we've had some technical issues, but it's not been around Fantasy Grounds. It's been around our other equipment.
Yeah, you only get the speeds of your weakest piece of equipment.
Yep.
Okay, guys, if you are back from break, check the vote in the chat window.
Oh, I still only have 2 cantrips. Whoa.
And if you need more time or help, let me know.
Hey, Rob, can you check my actions tab real quick and see if I set Frenzy up properly?
Which character?
Urash.
Okay, Frenzy. Well, there's nothing in it. So let's see. Starting at the 3rd level, when you rage, you can choose to go into Frenzy. If you do so for the duration of your rage, you can make a single melee weapon attack bonus. When your rage ends, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion as described. Ooh. Okay, so a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action each turn. Okay, so that is not a... there's no real effect for that. You just have to know that when you go into Frenzy, you can do an extra attack as a bonus action.
Okay.
And then when you're done, you will have the exhaustion condition applied to you. And that'll be by the DM, and you just have to remember to tell me to do that. You have to just be honest and say, hey, remember I did Frenzy, so after the combat's over, you get a level of exhaustion. Okay. So there's really no, for the actions tab, there's really nothing to do.
No big deal. Thanks for looking.
So I'll take that off.
And you could probably take Reckless Attack off too. I think that's similar.
Reckless attack, starting at 2nd level, you can throw aside all concern. When you make your first attack in your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on the melee weapon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But attack... Oh, no. That is an effect. There is an effect for that. Which I will add. Wait.
All right, that should be good then.
Okay, so...
Duration to 1 round? Yeah, okay, let's see.
Starting at 2nd
Oh, I
level,
think
when
we've
you
already
throw
got
aside all
that.
concern, you can decide to attack recklessly. Do so gives you advantage on the melee. Weapons for attack rolls. Using strength during this turn. But attack rolls against you have advantage until your next turn. Right, okay, so...
Advantage until your next turn. Rolls the bonus as damage, where if you did it once per roll, it would be whatever you rolled first. Rolls the bonus as damage, rolled first. So this is right then, right?
Just because I leveled up doesn't mean I have any of my
Damage.
2nd level spells prepared.
If you did
Right.
it once per roll.
No, you have to prepare
Once
them
per
if you want to
round.
prepare them. You don't. Nothing's automatic. You have to decide what you want to do.
All right, so I'm limited
Yeah,
to a
okay.
long rest whenever that happens. Okay, that makes sense.
Right. However, any new spells you gained will be able to be prepared. But if you don't get slots back is basically what
One
happens
round
until a long rest.
automatically removes the effect at the beginning of
Yeah,
your
so
what's
basically
turn.
the only
Oh,
settable spells I get
nice.
are my domain
Nice,
ones, since I
okay.
didn't have enough time over a long rest to prepare my actual normal spells. And I can
You're
account
right,
for that.
exactly. Totally. Yeah, normally, under normal circumstances, I don't let characters level up unless it's a long rest. But I just did that today because it's kind of this is all a kind of an experiment, so I'm just seeing what happens. Okay, so I'm going to test this out on Urash, see if this works.
Thanks, Gio.
So Urash has reckless attack, advantage, attack melee. So let's try a ranged attack and see what happens. It gave you advantage anyway, so that is wrong. Okay. Let's try that again. Let's change that up. And put a comma instead of a semicolon because I'm an idiot.
It's horrible going on.
Okay, so the javelin attack is normal, but the melee attack
Guess that
is
doesn't
also
work.
normal. That is still wrong.
Oh, well.
Advantage attack melee. God damn it. All right.
Oh, nice.
Let me go look that up.
Are you making the javelin attack count as a throwing the javelin?
Yes. It's not the javelin attack that's the problem now. It's the melee attack that doesn't work. It's supposed to be advantage. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, so I need to look this up. These effects are sometimes. Part of this, I don't know. I don't really know how to. There's not really anything to do when you're helping. When there's 6 people in the game and you're helping a guy fix something. There's no way to really I got to come up with a mini game that the other players can do instead of just sitting here and waiting for all of us. But I don't know really how to fix that.
We tell each other tales?
I'd prefer not. That's just me. If you read my house rules, my style of DMing is 70-30 combat role-playing. Role-playing is accepted but not encouraged. That's just my personal preference. But I'm one of these people who can't stand people that come to the table and all they can do is a tankard of ale for all. Let us gather around. That's just not my thing. I just don't like that. But I don't shut people down from doing it. But as a background activity, that would be something I would definitely not prefer to hear. So
it helps me separate my player from my meta.
From going to the office and not doing it to your coworkers. I get it. Okay, so what was I doing?
Can we discuss as a group what our next action is while you're doing
Sure,
that?
You can absolutely do that. Totally.
We do have the guy tied up.
Oh yeah, there we got that one guy.
Yeah, he's short rested. I'm sure he spent all of his hit die on it.
We could always just get him.
I have.
We need to interrogate him.
Yeah,
intimidate him and try to get to maybe the leader's location.
And I'm still curious about the other rat guy and the druid that went missing.
Yes,
that is druid?
Definitely, yes.
I think his name was Donner from last time.
Yeah, him and his buddy Chick.
How about those bat eaters? I wanted to get rid of him.
Could we not get help from the mayor of this town since we helped him?
By the way, the discussion that you guys are having, just so you know right now, I am not listening to, so it's all just about you guys. If you have DM questions, try and get my attention. because I'm concentrating on shit in the background. So
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
you can secretly discuss things you want to do to foil the DM's ploy. I'm really not paying attention.
Let's
So
murder
we-
him in his sleep. What?
So we can go after the rest of the
Oh,
mob,
that's awesome.
or go for
Bat
the bat
eaters.
eaters.
I'm up for bat eaters.
Yeah, I feel like we could leave the tavern for a little bit and go look for the bat eaters.
Yeah, the tavern's
It'll take
not
time for that
necessarily
to
at
work
fault
spread.
right now. Especially since so many different purses of protection money isn't going to make it to the mafia.
Say that again. What was the first part of that?
There's no way, unless like that group of people was coming just to this place to get protection money. Like if they were hitting the whole neighborhood up for protection money, there's no way that they're going to like all figure out exactly which place was the culprit.
We need to find out if the mayor of this town is aware of the situation or if he's involved.
He didn't have the ability to go find a set of earrings and a silver dagger last time, so I'm not sure he's worth our time.
That is a good point.
Yep.
Okay, Urash, you have reckless attack, and it is correct.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, anybody else need anything on their characters? Everybody did check ready. Okay, so yes. So what have you guys decided you want to do? You do have a guy tied up. What are you gonna do with that guy?
Interrogate him for all the informations.
Okay. What informations do you want to get from this guy? He wakes up after you guys are hanging around for an hour. He finally comes to, and he looks around and notices either dead or gone. All the bodies of the people that you guys took care of, and he's like, "Yeah, okay. What do you want to know?"
I think we want to know, how to find his boss when we get around to taking care of that. And I think we might want to intimidate him into going back and telling, that we're protecting this tavern now.
Yes.
Okay. So, Davino, the mob boss, lives in the next town over, which is called what, Rogar?
No, I'm not going to say that again. We'll call it Riverfront.
Riverfront, okay. And he has a hideout there. This guy totally, I'm just making this up, as you guys can probably tell. This guy totally just gives you this information because he's just afraid you're going to slice his throat. He says, I can... boy, I'm making a lot of work for myself. I can draw you a map. How dare I say that? He goes, I can draw you a map to show you how to get there. And if you spare my life, I will take back any message to him that you wish.
How many soldiers does he have?
Urash, how many soldiers does he have? You tell me.
35.
Okay, this guy tells you that he has 35 soldiers.
That's a lot of XP, guys. Oh.
Yes, sir.
What's XP?
So that's what he tells you. As to whether or not that's true or not, you can't know. But he tells you there's 35. And
I think he's lying.
yeah, you can roll an insight check on that in the tower.
If we really think he's lying, we can come back to it after 8 hours, and I can lay down a zone of truth for you guys. And then we can, compel him to tell the truth. Or he's just telling the truth.
Okay, so you think that he's actually telling the truth.
I think he may be telling the truth, fellows.
We could always ask the mushrooms.
The mushrooms are all over the bar.
I know.
I must
Oh, I'm sorry,
try
those are
these
vines.
mushrooms you speak of.
So I say we go down to the riverfront and see if we can get passage to the other side for these bat eaters.
Bad eaters
Christmas
first, and then we're
throwdown,
back on the mob.
sweet.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
since it's another town, yeah.
What do we
Yeah,
do with the
let's-
mobster then? This guy right here.
Ted's going to be
I
crowded.
say, make him
How do you deal with all those
let him
people?
go, but threaten his family so that he actually does it right.
Yes.
Or
What message do you want me to take back to Davino?
Stay clear of Farville.
Rival gangs.
Yeah,
Okay.
this territory is under our protection now.
I like
I
that.
don't
I mean,
want this to sound like a gang either.
Okay.
So
It's hard to-
you sending him back the message, steer clear of Farville? Is that what you're saying? Or do you want to say something different?
Maybe we should say something that doesn't get the bartender involved. I say this whispering so that the other guy doesn't hear it.
Okay.
This is interrogating.
Oh yeah, I should move the token back in.
Yeah, that's why I said Farville. I didn't want to.
He came back in and gave you guys your free ale.
I drink it immediately. I don't stop.
Tell him to say that the church stopped him, or the church exempted the bar from paying protection monies.
ooh, that's a good one.
But how do we make him do that?
How about the town itself?
Well,
Um,
he says
I guess
that
if
he's telling the truth,
Fantasy
and you're
Grounds
convinced,
helps
so he must
a
be
little bit with
convincing
it.
man.
Must take a
But
long
will
time
he
between
listen to
people
us? We're
playing,
literally
though.
letting him go, and we have no way to make sure he says it.
It's true.
Only one way to find out.
Oh, that or we kill him right
More
now.
than one.
Let's-
Or that. I mean, like,
we already got the experience from him, though, I think.
what is his experience?
No. He's talking about XP.
Half and half there.
Right.
To kill an unarmed man is against I will not do it.
To rob from the armored man is also bad. As in bartender, I don't mean this him out there.
All right, let's let him go, I say. He's seen what we can do.
Oh, I guess.
And yeah, the rumors are going to get out, so I don't think there's any way we can cover it up or anything like that. So
Oh, we need a way to slow it down, maybe. He's going straight there. The rumors will take time to spread to another town.
So do we just want to keep him here tied up?
Well, I did see a well back there.
Oh, I guarantee you he won't go thirsty.
And he won't be escaping anytime soon.
yeah, if the bonds will hold, that would make sense. So we can come back and decide after the bat eaters.
Sounds good to me.
Shall we ask the tavern
Okay, so what's the
keeper
message
then
you're
if
sending
we
with this
can
guy?
if we can keep him tied up in a room here?
I guess the question is, we have him bound right now. Would he be still bound if we left and came back, or would he escape?
Throw him in the well.
No way for you to know. Throw him in the well. That's
Put
funny.
him
I
in the
just
well.
noticed there was a well there. I looked at that earlier and I thought that was some sort of weird horse carriage, and it is a well, isn't it?
Put him in the well.
No, it's definitely a well.
Put him on the rope with the bucket. So he's worth something.
Yeah, my vote is sending him back
Oh,
to saying
that's
that
a good
the
idea.
bar was exempt from
Kind of like you're
protection
doing on
monies. That's my vote.
the Lost Mines
Yeah, I
then.
think that's a simple
I agree.
solution. So we can move on.
All right.
Rogar agrees.
Thanks, Susie.
Rogar Dragonborn. I guess I gotta be out of so.
Just a clarification: did we get any coin from the last 2 encounters?
No.
No?
Okay.
No, they had no coin on them.
They, somebody asked me that, and what I said was that they were out on their collections. This was their first collection, and they had not collected any money so far. So they didn't have any coin on them.
All right.
Okay, so let me go back to the. So what? Yeah, there's a lot of talk about what you guys are going to do, but I don't think it has a decision been made.
Yeah, we're sending him back, and he's
Okay.
going to tell the mob that the church has exempted that collection route from paying protection monies.
I thought we were tying him up.
It's
Must
not going
have
to make a
not
lot of sense
heard
if the church is
anything.
involved, so there's going to be more time.
Oh, well.
He's gonna tell them your church has exempted it or their church has exempted it.
I didn't make it clear one way or the other to him.
Okay, so the church.
Right.
Okay, well, I guess if that's the right way to go. I don't object, just thought it was a
Okay, so
different
I've written
choice.
down the message he should take is the church has exempted Farville from collections.
Sounds good.
And you're going to send that back with that
Sounds
guy
great.
and see what you get. If anything, ever. Okay, cool. All right, so you guys let that guy go. He takes off with his message. And I wrote that down so that I can do appropriate things in the background of the world to deal with that. And let's see, Davino's from the next town over, Riverfront. He has a hideout. He has 35 shoulders. Oh yeah, okay, so I got it all. What do you guys want to do now? Now with your new powers.
Bat-eaters.
We do want to go look for the bat eaters, but Rob, do we only have about 20 minutes left?
Yeah. So we can get as far as we get and get prepared and sort of send the group to the next location. And we might not be able to get into it, but we can take it as far as we can, and then we'll probably stop. So if you guys want to go to the Bat Eaters, the proprietor of the inn has told you, he's pointed you in the direction of the docks where the boat is, not the old docks that the group first went to, the rundown one, but the new one where all the ships go now. And he says you can probably go down there and secure passage across the river, which is big enough that you guys couldn't like swim across it or do anything. You'd have to find a way to get across. So that's one possibility, is to go down and see if you can secure passage on a boat. He specifically knows of one boat in particular that is commanded by pirates. And Richard, the name of that boat is... What is it?
Ooh, what is it?
Richard?
Did we lose Richard?
I thought you were telling me what the boat name was.
No. Sorry. Yeah.
You're like, Richard, the boat name is, and I'm like, all right, I'm writing it down in my notes right now. I'm waiting for it.
Oh, that's
sorry
fun.
if I didn't explain that before. I'm sorry, because I know today's your first day for this game. But I usually ask, like I have the players name things in the game, and so far today I've used Jade, Shag, Rogar, and Yurash, and I haven't come to you yet. So, what is the name of the pirate boat that you guys are looking for?
Oh, the 4-point stag, of course.
Yeah, the 4-point stag. That's exactly what it is. That is correct.
I've heard of it.
Very nice.
It's famous in these parts.
You guys are
The
whispering.
mushrooms
I
have
haven't
heard of it.
Can you can Jade ask the tavern keeper if the town on the other side of the river is the one that the mafia boss is in, or if he thinks it's a different town?
You can ask that. And I'll have an answer for you momentarily. The town where the boss is located is not the same town where the Cult of the Bat Eaters is located. They're different towns. As a matter of fact, the name of the town where the Rat Eaters are, they're Bat Eaters, not Rat Eaters. Let me go back to my other, man, building a world as you play is kind of like overwhelming. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing the best I can. Let's see, crossing the river.
Done pretty good as far as I'm concerned.
Crossing the river. Okay, back to, where the hell is it? Cult of the Bat Eaters. They live in Jade. What city or town?
Narrow Seed.
And Shag, what is the name of the town where the boss, where you just sent the guy to go back to his boss? What town is that?
The town of Nimble.
Oh, nice name.
The town of Nimble. Okay. And I will eventually create a map that shows the land, so you guys will eventually be able to have a visual representation of where all this is, but it's obviously not created yet.
That's cool.
So those are two different places.
He's signing himself up for a lot of work, though.
You get the distinct feeling that the town of where the cult is directly east across the river. The river runs north-south. And you get the feeling that the town of Nimble is very much north of here, and probably, more than it's days away as opposed to just across the river.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then.
Shall we go secure passage on this boat?
What about the barkeep? If it's just a day away to the mob boss, wouldn't they send people to the bar before we even come back?
I'm going to say that the journey to the town by foot, where the mob boss lives, is 3 days.
And it's 5 days to get to the Bat Eaters.
No, that's just across the river. Probably a matter of hours.
Oh, well then, probably Bat Eaters then.
Okay, so you guys gather yourselves up. Thank the innkeeper.
Promise him we'll be back. I got
Promise
free
him he'll
ale
be
to
back.
drink.
Ah, crap! I forgot to tell him to keep saving up the ale nightly too.
And you guys all head down to where they pointed you to go to the boat area to secure passage on a boat.
I've never been on a boat before. I'm so excited.
Boats are most disagreeable things.
Really?
Meow.
Boats talk too? Oh, you're a cat. Do cats not like boats? Never seen a cat on a boat. I guess then.
We don't really
boats
care for the
boats then?
water. And boats
Oh.
deal a lot with the water.
I
But
must
don't
say, I
cats
have a
drink water?
sinking feeling.
Oh
You're
my
not
god,
funny.
it's already
No
started.
pun intended.
Pun fully intended, I'm sure. Okay, so give me 1 second here. I will put up the map that you will see as you approach the boat.
I think I'll let the tavern map go then to make room.
Oh, Pirate 16. I've met that guy before.
Are they
Okay, so you
are they
guys-
neutral?
Well, So far, you just know that they're pirates. Yeah, they would all
World
certainly be
creation.
neutral
Yeah,
at this point.
cool.
I'll mark them as such. And the red squares represent a dock that is not visually represented. So you are not in the water, you're standing on a dock. And that is the portion of the boat that you can see, and you can see that there's 4 pirates about the boat. And as you approach, they're just busily, doing pirate activities, getting the boat ready to sail. And so, what would you guys like to do?
I'm just in awe at what this thing that is about.
I'll hail them. And get one of their attentions.
Okay, again, please talk in the third person so I know who I'm dealing with.
That would be Richard.
So Richard hails, and what does Richard say?
Oi, got any room for a couple of travelers?
Okay, so this nearby pirate comes over to the edge and says, "We don't take on passengers. Be gone with you."
Can you point us anywhere that does?
And he strolls away from the edge back to what he was doing. He just
that was
ignores
mighty
you.
We have our thing
disrespectful.
called gold.
He comes back.
Urash says the proprietor at the tavern referred to you as a potential client of ours.
Ah, okay, so now he's raises an eyebrow, much like Mr. Spock used to do in the old Star Trek.
Very nice.
And he says,
Could picture that.
where do you need to go?
We're going across the river to Narrowseed.
One moment, and he goes down the stairs, and he goes over here, and he goes down those stairs.
How much gold would it take?
And
say to the other people.
He disappears under the stairs. Where is this guy? Pirate 16. And from up the stairs comes the pirate captain and comes over to the edge and says, "You're looking for passage to Narrowseed?"
Aye, that we are.
That is a couple. That is a bit across the river, and not where I'm going. But for the sum of 200 gold pieces, I will ferry you across.
I would like to see if he's lying. Mr. Shag shall see if he's lying.
Okay, you can roll an insight check to see if he's lying.
That is a steep sum for a simple ride.
Well, that's investigation, not.
Yeah, you need the insight. And do it in the tower, please. Okay, he is telling the truth. He is offering you ferry for 200 gold pieces.
I want to see if it's like really, because it's like shorthanding us. 200.
Of course he is.
200.
Scoundrel pirate.
Maybe we can just rent his lifeboat.
We offer 25 per person.
The price is 200, no negotiation. And he says, "Think it over. I'll be back in a minute." And he goes and he disappears back downstairs for a second.
Hold steady. It's easy coin for them.
Can I see if there are other boats in dock?
You don't see any now. There are other docks nearby, but there are no boats at any of them.
So we're going to have to deal with this villain.
It's easy coin though. We can hold our ground. If they turn it down, they're literally just getting nothing.
Shag, can you check and see if he really will negotiate? If you can perceive that.
So the captain comes back up and he says, "Have you made a decision?"
Hold up a bit. And I want to. Shag wants to go. Who here? Wants. Okay, let's all just huddle
Just
together
don't
and
have
just
that
talk
kind
this
of
over.
dough. I mean,
Give us a moment.
wipes the
Okay,
party
he
to go
says, "I'll
across
give you
the river.
I'll give you a couple more minutes to decide."
Stupid.
And then he turns around and he starts yelling commands at the crew, like "hoist the main" and "prepare to sail" and this and that. And he goes, "We're leaving, so if you want on board, let me know." And he turns his back and gives you a chance to discuss privately. He's not really listening to you.
All right.
Who
so
here has high? Who is really good with their words?
I can. I don't have anything along the lines of charm, but
Charismatic stuff.
Someone that has a high persuasion, I guess.
yeah, you won't find. All I got is the normal proficiency bonus.
No, like high charisma. Just in general.
My charisma is really low.
Yeah, I'm negative too.
Looks like Richard's got the highest.
What?
All right. Just a question to the DM then. Do I have any starting gold from character creation?
You can go, yeah. It should have been in your when you did the character creation. It should have been in your background, either some amount between 0 and 25. But you should have had that in there. I thought you would have taken care of that as part of the character creation.
I have
Yeah, mostly
70.
it's-
I have 70 gold pieces. myself.
10.
All right, let me just add that in really quick. So that's 15 gold pieces plus my class gives me some too.
No,
No.
unless
Not
there's
true.
a special thing about the class, you only get money from your background.
Oh, really? Because the monk usually got like 1d, like.
There's no rolling. It's just whatever your background says.
Okay. All right, so I have 15 gold pieces. That's fine.
I have 60.
Yeah, the party has enough to pay. Rogar has 70, Urash has 60, Shag has 10, Jade has 55. You guys all have some change in silver and copper.
I guess we'll
But,
have to pay this.
Well,
Alright,
here's my plan.
He comes back and he says, "Now or never." And the boat starts to there's these guys come over and they start untying the they're basically getting on the dock and untying and doing all that kind of stuff and getting it ready, and it's going to sail soon.
Well, I pipe up at this point and say, well, I only have 15 gold to my name, and so I can't really afford the 200 gold. Perhaps we can strike a deal. Maybe we attack any monsters that come on board your ship or something else. I'll take
We're going across the river. It's a peaceful river. There's not going to be any monsters. It's 200 gold for passage. It's now or never.
Let's just pay the gold now, and we'll deal with him later.
Yeah, I'm in.
These guys come back up. The boat's now free from the dock. You can still get on it. He'll let you on if you want to pay him the money.
Let's just pay the money, and we'll get it back from him one way or another. I put my 70 gold. I put my 70 gold into the pot.
Okay, so everybody who's paying, take the amount of gold you're paying off your character sheet and put that amount in numbers. And yes, just like Rogar did in the chat.
Did we come up with enough yet?
All right, so we've got 195.
We don't have enough.
I have 38 silver pieces.
You guys do have enough amongst your silver pieces and whatever to make up 5 more gold. Who has not taken it off their sheet yet?
I'll do that now.
Okay, so you guys need 5 more gold. Who's coming up with it?
I have no more gold.
I think it's like
Rogar,
50 silver.
Hello, Moonpool.
Rogar, Urash, and Jade all have silver.
I'll pay, how much silver pieces I need to make it up?
It'd be 50. It's in increments of 10. So 10
All
coppers
right.
is silver, 10 silver is gold.
I only have 38, so
Okay, but I have 38 too, so we can make it.
Urash, would you say yes or no to me on the whisper base that I just gave you?
Yeah, we are almost
Did
done.
you see the whisper?
Rob doesn't like to run long on these. I think he's got something that runs after it.
Urash? Did we lose?
Urash said yes in chat.
I said
but
yes.
I know we're playing again on
sorry.
Monday night.
Okay, so that's true. Okay. So 38 silver from Rogar is, and you guys are all like getting out your money, and you give him 195 gold, and you guys are like counting out change, and he's like, fine, get on. And he's like at this point he's like, that doesn't want to deal with it. So you guys basically give up all your cash that you gave him, and he's like, good enough, get on board. So you guys are able to all get up on the boat. And he says, he goes, we'll be across the river in a matter of an hour or two. Just don't cause trouble, don't mess with anything, just keep your station there, and I'll get you across. So do Richard and Urash want to move on?
Yeah, we're good. I think it's 4 o'clock anyway, so it's probably a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna stop right here.
well, he wanted to know if you get on the boat.
Yeah, I'll get on.
Okay, so we'll call it good for today. You guys will be on the boat, and we'll pick it up in the next session. Now, for those of you that don't come to the next session for whatever reason, that's not a problem. I find something to, either you stay on the boat or you never got on the boat, you stayed on the dock, whatever, don't worry about it. And then for those of you that are at the next session, you and any new players that might join will start here, and I'll have it be where any new players were, already on the boat for some reason or something like that. I'll figure it out.
You guys should
but that was
join
pretty
us.
cool. That was pretty good, guys. You guys went from level 1 to level 3 in like 3 seconds, and it was
Good
awesome.
And Rob, the next session is Monday, correct?
The next session for this is Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific U.S. time. And if you guys ever want to know what time the game is for this game, you can check the schedule in Discord. It's on the schedule, and it's always Mondays and sometimes Tuesdays and sometimes Saturdays. And depending on the reason, it's the Tuesday and the Saturday thing are because I have other games that happen bi-weekly. Both of those games don't happen until January. So for the rest of this month, Salvage encounters will happen on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Saturdays.
Wilco.
And again, as many times as you want to come and show up, or as often as you don't. It's all totally up to you. It's an open world experiment. So good job, guys. Any questions, or does anybody need anything on their character again before we shut it down today?
Yeah, is my character stored on my computer or is it stored in your game?
Both. It will be on my server for as long as it exists, but you can monitor. You can go into your character manage characters thing on your machine. You have the license, right?
Oh yeah, I got an ultimate.
Yeah.
So.
So then you can go into manage characters and choose the campaign called Salvage Encounters, and your character will be there. If you make changes to it, those changes will not be made on my server unless it's uploaded. So you have to let me know. Like if you guys want to change stuff, you just have to let me know.
Perfect.
Cool. See
All right,
you
guys.
Monday.
Anything else? All right, cool. Thanks again, and you guys can stay and hang out. I'll leave the table open if you need it for a few minutes.
I get that, Gio.
I'm gonna mute my Discord thing, but I'll be
I'm
around.
a lot
so if
of
you guys
a
need to
role
message me or
player
whatever, you
myself,
can.
so it's a little hard.
But until next time,
but-
guys, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Rob.
I get where you're at.
Thank you, Rob. A good game.
Thanks, Rob.
All right, talk to you later, guys. Thanks, Rob.
We were having
All right,
a
guys.
huddle. I never got to say my plan.
I'm also wrapping up, so we'll see you later.
Oops.
Yeah,
Bye.
because I have a spell called Stat Boost, and I could have increased and gave people advantage on